longest journey. It's going to be starting my new series. This is a puzzle game, so it might take a little bit longer than other series when I do live, just because I'm an idiot, and when you hit record, you get stupider. So let's begin.
So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago.
Yay.
A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance. And that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
Oh, yay. In a tower. Didn't want to do that. Oops.
Oh, no. Don't tell me I'm dreaming again. You know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
Well, just don't wake up. That's my key.
Postcard pretty. Real life never looked this good. I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate.
Well, it's your dream.
There's a storm heading this way.
Your dream clothes
Even the
in.
weather sucks in my dreams. I feel so charmed. Real life never looked this.
I mean, why are you in your undies? I've never naked in my dreams.
What's happening?
Egg. Catch it. Don't let it fall.
Oh, perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
Nah. It would be good breakfast.
Lucky thing the egg got caught between those roots.
Oh, I'm back over here. No. Yep. Puzzle games. Me trying to figure it out. Can you just pick up the egg?
I'm an artist, not a botanist. I'm an artist, not a botanist. But I'm pretty... This is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before.
Okay, cool. I picked up a scale.
I'll keep it as a souvenir.
I'll pick up the egg. Thank you. Yeah, why are you in your underwear but you still have, like, shoes on? What do you dream about, little woman?
Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick.
I just throw my mic at my face.
I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery and I might drop it by accident.
Alright. Try the scale. Nope. Nope.
I'm an artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead. Or close to it.
You know nothing about trees, woman. So I used the thing to cut the tree. I want. Give me the trig. Thank you.
Oh.
Well, shit, it has a face.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
It has a face.
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing
fun.
you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
That's your problem, dude. Not
You're
mine.
a talking tree?
No, he's a spirit inside a tree.
No, a tree does not talk. At least
Jeez.
not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Why
Like
you
we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if
Oh,
we
no.
are present.
It's my
It's the
choice.
branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There's nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
Yep.
We? I only see one of you.
We are one with our host, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah, he did say
We do not
they speak.
expect you to understand. You are human.
Hey, don't insult humans.
What happened to the tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged, we,
Battle?
between the mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain.
Oh, you should stop them.
The
You're
brook that
godlike
fed us
big.
was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child.
I mean, it's still an egg.
Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother,
That's
and we despair.
well, she failed the child too. I mean, she's not
Shame
here.
knows no bounds.
Who are you again?
We are the wood spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid in the passing to Earth, and to give a voice to those who suffer. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to Earth is about to begin. Leave us now.
What about the egg?
Oh, it is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed.
Yes, because you're a
And the
failure.
Earth will know our shame for all time to
That's
come.
good. You're a failure.
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
And Lily just said we're gonna help.
Lose the attitude, okay?
Yeah.
Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
You're an asshole.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
Assuming that water I'm hearing is a
We
brook.
do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny.
That sounds like panicking.
If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
I still want to do a foolish attempt, but hey, I hear water, so I think there's water over here. Alright.
According to the, spirit, there was some kind of...
Alright, put this here. Stick there. And I put...
This should
Okay.
do the trick.
Put some clothes on, woman. Jesus. Yeah, who's the spirit god now, you son of a bitch? I shouldn't call him the son of a bitch. He's a tree. He's the son of a butch? Tree? An oak? Son of an oak?
Talk about instant rehab. Talk about instant
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
The child.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song
Oh,
of ancient
the
wood.
child?
Is it not sweet?
Sweet, definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Easy. Uh-oh. Is that Mama?
What? What was that? Uh-oh.
Mama's here.
It is you. You have come.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting.
I ain't your
Why?
daughter.
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A
thank
different
you.
world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
No, thank you.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
It's a dream girl.
I will guide you,
It's a dream girl.
and I will protect
You did
as much as I
something.
can. But in the end, you are on your own.
I'm afraid.
Girl,
You
it's a
always
dream.
were, my child, my daughter.
It's a dream girl. Don't worry about it.
This is probably not a good thing.
No, you being in your underwear this whole time is not a good thing. Put some clothes on. You're somebody's child and you should dress in it. Oh. That doesn't look good. And you died. Next time you heard there's a giant battle, don't get involved. Easy. Oh, you're awake now.
What a nightmare.
Really?
I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night.
That's what you call a nightmare, lady?
It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
There's a fan like right here. Let's get some clothes on you.
Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was gonna spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
Yeah, let's see. Open up. Oh. How? Oh, okay, there we go. Get some clothes on. What's this? Take
I
that.
could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work's all right, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't
you
even
saying
know
this
why
out
I
loud,
brought
or you
them
just
here.
saying this in your
They mean
head?
absolutely nothing to me. When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean. When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean liner and fill it with. When fame and wealth come
Okay,
knocking,
I got it. What's this? I'm going to talk to a book.
Dear Diary, Note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it.
Yeah, but you just had a whole conversation in the closet. Were you talking to me, or am I actually in this world? Oh, look, picture. What did I pick up?
It's a picture of Charlie, Emma, and me in Florence Park.
Oh, Florence Park.
It's kind of unsettling to be so aware of myself all the time.
It's kind of unsettling that you haven't put
I'm
on
not
clothes.
good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect. That's my desk, so theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Oh.
Shelves.
Why have you not put on clothes? I've gone to the closet already.
That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree.
You don't know. Have you shown it to him?
That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure. Yeah. It's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on. I had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing.
Yeah, it's depressing that you stole
I got those
photos
posters from the cafe.
and just hung them on the wall to have something hanging on your wall. I mean, that's kind of depressing. Your wall can be blank.
Nice view, if you're into brickwork.
Hey, brickwork is nice.
It's a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill. I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water.
Alright. I feel like I'm supposed to do something here.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
I know, I tried that, but you just refused to put on clothes. Thank you. What is wrong with you, woman? Oh shit, this is some dudes outside.
Hey, babe. Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Oh
Zach,
god.
listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
Oh god.
I was doing just fine until you came along.
Yeah. I mean,
What's
don't call
that?
me babe.
Hey, listen, I was thinking maybe you and I could hook up tonight. Go to the
Oh.
pavilion or something. We could pop a few raptures, do a little close dancing. How about it?
You just called me babe. Let's see.
Let me
I'll
think about it.
about it.
So think about it, babe. But don't keep thinking too long or I'll be gone. There are other birds in the sea, you know?
Oh.
Gotta go.
Don't call me babe. Unless if I'm in a relationship with you, you
What
don't
an
call
asshole.
me babe. What's this?
Computer.
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
Well, that's what they all say.
You are missing out on a great opportunity. If you upgrade now,
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Ooh, she caught you.
current voice interface is for sales purposes only.
Oh.
If you take advantage of this very
Wow.
affordable upgrade today,
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
What?
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry deadly arms.
Where am
Well-
I?
Whatever. Sorry.
Ready then. Oh. Well, I guess I'll just leave.
nobody home.
They must be dead. We must find the body. Hey, always say hi to people. Oh, I didn't say sit down.
Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Who is
Yeah, I
that?
couldn't sleep.
That voice.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
Ah,
I had a bad nightmare.
always.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
Nightmares?
I don't like tea.
Apparently. But she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so. But I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the
I
corner.
don't believe in stress-related nightmares.
Oh, yes.
Your mind
The
just
school
wanders.
exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask. I have no idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
You just had a
I think
dream
you
about
work too hard,
dragon
darling.
talking
You need
trees.
to relax once in a while.
Holy crap,
Really,
you're not
enjoy
inspired.
your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Well, where is
Where's
everyone?
everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally
Oh.
tied up, of course.
Oh, I
Although
thought
that is a tempting thought.
That was more information I wanted.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those
Good
lads I
details.
see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Is that foreshadowing that she's gonna get murdered?
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
Know the feeling, girlfriend.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Tell me about Emma.
Emma? Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
I don't know anything
Like
about
me and
Emma.
Mickey, then. Except for the sex, of course.
No, you don't know
That's a
that.
pretty big except for Fiona.
Oh, I guess so. She's the crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
I thought Mad Hatter was fun
Emma's
to be
always been
around.
a little weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, but that could be just because she's pretty.
Anything else you can tell me about Emma?
Don't know
She
why I
ought
want
to
to
be a
learn about
little
Emma.
more careful sometimes. She's a flirt, and although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected.
What?
You should tell her that, though. being her best friend and all.
I have told her. She won't listen.
Well, beat it into her.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here. Next to you and Charlie. She's my favorite tenant.
What did you think of me when we first met?
These are some weird
That's a
questions.
peculiar question, isn't it?
Yeah, these are some weird
I thought you were
questions.
quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of
These are
course,
weird-ass
darling. It wasn't that
questions.
long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it? Charlie referred you to me, and you were quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw you lugging that suitcase across the bridge, my heart went out to you. I'm glad you came here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
Worse. Found.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual, genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of
These are
gentlemen these
really
days,
weird
trust
questions
me.
to have with
You
somebody.
have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
Ooh.
What do you mean, more than a friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
Oh, some tension.
What's up with Zach Lee?
Zach? I think we both feel the same way about him, darling. He's not actually a bastard. If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
Still, he pays his rent on time and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most importantly, he's shit scared of me, so I can't just kick him out.
Fair enough.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? It's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl. Sure, sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
Oh. I can go back to England. I mean, these are more questions that I would ask than she should be asking.
How
Or-
long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19. She was in her late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman. I found her sweet and charming and intriguing. When I finally realized she was neither of those things, it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner-city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armor, that's for sure. But she knew how to treat me like a woman.
Ooh.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
Too much information.
You never get tired of talking about your sex life, do you?
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
I'll keep a note of that.
Can you tell me something about the border house?
That's one of my favorite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
That's a long story. One of the reasons
I'm
Mickey
hoping
and
this
I
gives
got
me
together
information
was
I'm
that
gonna
we
need
shared
later.
a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly suggestive names like the Lazy Cock.
So why come here to the big city? To America?
We wanted to create a place with a similar atmosphere and hospitality here in Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home, if only for a short while. So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
Oh,
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
no.
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first.
Is it Venice?
Like most of the buildings in
Europe?
Venice, this one used to be a factory. But
Didn't
when we
she say
first looked
she
at
was
it,
in
a
America?
local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub.
I'm confused.
It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council. And after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises regarding our tenants.
I'm pretty sure she said what brought you to America. Then said Venice, but I don't know.
What inspired the name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself. And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
I feel like it's foreshadowing.
That's very poetic, Fiona.
Yes, I've practiced. I may be an inner-city girl, but I can philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks. I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room. And, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
Really?
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Oh my god, there's still...
What can you tell me about Venice?
I don't really know much about the history of Venice. You should really ask someone with an interest in local affairs. What I do know is that this whole neighborhood used to be an industrial area, and that about 100 years ago they converted most of the buildings into residences for students and the homeless. And it's a nice place to live, certainly. Friendly people, liberal attitudes, great clothing stores, quite perfect, aside from that dreadful stench from the canals in the summertime.
Sounds tasty.
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap, and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient, and it's got an interesting view.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm
Aww.
afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
Do you like Newport?
I wanted the
The
treasure.
city? I stay in Venice most of the time. It's easy to forget we're just a tiny little pocket in the middle of a sprawling urban wasteland. But do I like it? I think Newport is one of the great cities of our age. Love it or hate it, you can't argue with that.
Sure I can.
And which one is it? Love or hate?
Probably
I haven't
both.
decided yet, darling. Ask me again in another 15 years. Perhaps I'll have an answer then.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
Alright,
I'd better get going.
Off to
Jeez.
school.
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
Damn, girl.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
Too busy having bad dreams. Don't know why I went through all that information.
Annual summer blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Free food. Live performances by
Free
Roy and
food?
Dale. Harlequin Masquerade. The Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar. $10 only. Spread the word.
But if you have to pay to get in, is the food really free?
Common Room Duty Roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh, joy. Manual labor. My favorite.
I know. Good times.
Pizza and movie night, Monday, July 31st. BYOS. BYO what? Soap? Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona.
Think that... Oh,
I'm sorry, but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day.
what?
Look,
oh,
it's
monkey.
Monkey Boy.
I don't know what's wrong with jocks, but off we go. Oh wait, no, I want this. ability to create fire is man's greatest gift to Earth. Yeah. I just stole that right in front of you, woman.
The omnipresent screen.
Hope
I
you
don't pretend to know how
need
it works, but all the data apparently passes through tiny little black...
Alright. Got here. What? Oh. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Why am I not moving? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Everyone gonna see my desktop. Reopen, maybe that fixes it. Nope, that just made it worse for me. Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to have to end the stream now because I just have a flashing screen.